Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am shooting right back at you with another video today. Now of course we all know that sometimes we get annoyed in this game, right? I mean, we all have our differences and usually they are only short lasting and they never really get that much out of hand, right? Well, today is the day that I snapped. I am just done with it right now. Again and again I keep having these noobs finding out where I live and it is just driving me nuts. Now I have already tried training the noobs in order to make them respect me and know a thing or two about the game. Now that did not work at all, because that literally just blew up in my face. But today we are not doing anything like that at all. As you can see, I am in a little bit of a pickle right now. And yes, this is pretty bad, to be honest. There have been an unfortunate series of events that have happened lately that just revolved around me. And to get away from all of that, I thought that I might as well just go ahead and run. Well, as you can see, that did not pan out too well for me. Now you might be like, well, Sub-Zero Exabyte, you are just a little weenie when you are doing that. Well, that might be so, but I am just not going to be taking any chances after what happened to me. And I'm pretty sure that you all have seen what happened to me. I mean, I will just put in on the beginning of this video for all of you who have not seen it yet, just so that everyone can go around and see for themselves what horrors awaited me back home last night. But like I just said, usually I am pretty fearless, but after this happened last night, I literally have not closed an eye ever since all of that happened. So forgive me if I end up trailing off of my stories from time to time, because I might be kind of sleepy still, and that pretty much would go to show if I end up crashing the game that I am supposed to be guiding along the map. So that kind of goes on into some traffic safety right here. So this is a quick PSA, which stands for a public service announcement. If you notice that you are sleepy or falling asleep while behind the wheel of a moving vehicle, then park your vehicle on the side of the road. Otherwise you will crash your boat or non-boat vehicle, just like me. But if I have got to be fairly honest right now, I think that we are kind of getting the hang of this Minecraft thing right here. I mean, we have done like a lot worse in the past with these kind of Minecraft videos. So I think that this is something that is going into the right direction for us as a team. And by us as a team, I mean you and I. And by you and I, of course, I mean myself. That is the I part. And of course all of you guys in the audience. Not a physical audience, but just everyone out there that watches my videos on a consistent and daily basis, which I would call the die-hard fan base of Sub-Zero Exabyte, or I would just call them the subs. I mean, come on, that name is just the best thing ever to call my fan base, aka you guys. I mean, let me just recap this very quickly. You have got me, Sub-Zero Exabyte, and then you have got you guys, the viewers, aka the subscribers. So I am sub, and you guys are subscribers. Then we usually call subscribers differently, because we are cool and all street and stuff. And we just call you guys subs, just like I am called sub. We are basically all one. But you may be wondering right now, like, well, sub, what in the world are you doing right now? Just doing something reckless like going into a mysterious hideout like this, just out of pure boredom? Well, yes and no. I mean, kind of yes, but really no. I mean, there have been a lot of people trying to steal my stuff lately, and I really do not think that this is that chill at all. So I am going to find some places where I can put my bases, without anyone knowing about it, so that they do not know where my chests are. And when they do not know where my chests are, well, that means that they cannot go and steal stuff out of the bases, who they do not know the location of. So I know that this is like the most wonderful idea ever, even though it might be just a little overdoing it. But I really do not care about that, because I just want people to stay out of my chests. And as you can see, I am willing to go to the ends of the earth to get this done right now. I mean, people need to stay out of my houses for a second or two, because I do not even have any stuff left for myself. But I think that even though we had a good hiding spot on the top of that mountain, it might come in handy to have a base with some stuff a little bit closer to a portal of some sort. So that is where this thing is going to come in handy. Since this has all been blown up, I have got this pretty big hole underneath of my house, and I can go ahead and fill this up. And while I am doing that, I can just make a little hidden compartment inside of the hole, where I can just put another one of these chests, so that, again, people are not able to know where the chests are. And like I said, when people do not have any idea about where the chests are, well, then they cannot take anything out of it. So that is pretty much my philosophy when I am going into this video, because you know, I will need something to do when I am here. I mean, I am not really a guy that likes to just sit or hang around. I will need to be on my feet in order to feel good about what I am doing. So that is another reason why I am doing this right now, because I had nothing else to do in the first place. So this new little basement is about done right now. Now just the stairs, and we are basically done with that thing. So now that we have a little basement, or I must say, a little hidden basement, I can just pretty much put whatever I want down there and no one will find out about any of the stuff that I put down there until someone comes along again to blow up my house, and then they will pretty much just find the chests right there, and at that moment I am probably going to be sad again for another week. But that is just how this goes, I guess. At least with everything that is happening right now, I am able to keep it kind of new and fun, I guess. I mean, it is not that I like the fact that people come in and come steal my stuff, but with everything that has been happening lately, and by that I mean all of the hordes of noobs and all those types of things, well, at least my life is getting more and more interesting by the day. So that is a good thing, I guess. At least it is better than sitting around all day with nothing to do but listen to Deja Nintendo, which is an album by Brand New. Just like my brand new way to hide my house is by having some ancient portal pop up and me just getting in there and making my new base in there. Now I am actually coming at you with videos lately like the noobs have been coming at me. I mean, it has been an insane couple of weeks lately since all of those noobs figured out how to get to my Minecraft home. Now I cannot say that I am mad about the fact that people end up looking for me because they want to meet me, but these guys come up to me and start screwing around with my life. Well, that is not something that I appreciate. So since my last house also blew up, I am going to make myself a new one, and even though it will not become one of the biggest there are, it will probably become the best one that I have made to date, since I have come up with a plan for myself so that I can get away from the hordes of noobs that come up to me every day in this Minecraft world. So sit your butt in your chair, get yourself a drink and a big freaking bowl of cereal and sit down, and kids, get ready to learn, because this might be coming in handy once upon a time, and I hope that whenever you would be needing something like this, that you are able to say that you have paid enough attention to this video to actually get something done for yourself. Now you might be asking, well, sub, what are you going to be building that is so amazing then? Well, let me tell you this real quick. A noob cannot bother you if a noob does not see you. So actually, when I started thinking of this, I actually started with a couple of things. So first things first, we need to be able to make something that will keep the noobs from seeing us. So that is when my mind instantly turned to the way that Harry Potter was able to hide himself in a lot of places. So he had his cloak of invincibility. Now I am not a scientist and I am not a magic person, so that idea got thrown out of the window pretty early. And then I came up with something else. What if I make the windows and turn them into screens of some sort? So whenever there is a noob, those screens come down in front of the windows, and on the screens are pictures of my living room without me in it. So it would actually look like I am not in that house, while I am actually just sitting inside minding my own business. So that might work, but I was not yet convinced, because if they were to come inside, well, it would just mean that I am royally screwed. And if they were able to just blow it up for fun, with me being inside without them knowing it, well, that would not work out all too well for me either. So that left me with one more option, and this also brought me back the Harry Potter 2. So the second Harry Potter movie and book, and that one was titled Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Now that sounds pretty promising, especially if you have seen the movie or read the book, or both of course. Leave me a comment down below if you have actually seen the movie or read the book, or both. Like I said, but the Chamber of Secrets was, as the name says, a secret chamber built underneath of Hogwarts. Now that is the thing that I am going to be doing, and no, I am not going to build a chamber underneath of Hogwarts. I mean, I wish I could do that, but no, that is not what I am doing right now. I am going to build my own Chamber of Secrets in my house, so that way I can just hide there and no one will know that I am home, and I would be safe if someone was to blow up the house. Now you might be thinking, would they not just find the room? Well, no. Since one of the reasons why the chamber was called the Chamber of Secret was for this one reason right here. No one knew that it existed. Of course there were rumors about it and urban legends, but no one was able to find it. Even after years of extensive search with magic and all sorts of tricks. No, of course they were not able to find it until Harry Potter showed up in his second year. Now that meant the Salazar Slytherin, the founder of the Slytherin house, had protected that chamber with a lot of spells. And he just hid it really well in some sewer system. It is really gross to see it in the movies. But alright, I am going to do what my boy Salazar did, and I am going to make the Room of Secrets, because if I would call it the Chamber of Secrets, then my boy Salazar would slap me with a freaking copyright claim and I would be out of secret room building business within days, which is not something that I am looking for right now. But that is basically my plan of attack. So now I will just have to finish up my house right here and make sure that I am able to build everything just right. And I am just begging up and down to the skies, and hope for some time for me to buy before the next wave of noobs come along when I am not even done, and they would be onto me before I even got to use my secret room. So I will have to make sure that all of the building goes well and according to plan/schedule, because like I said, if we take too long on this project, well then we might be running out of time to perform all of it and we would already have some of those freaking noobs on our roof and we would not even know it. Now I hope that we can do all of that in time, because I would like to just sleep here tonight and feel a little safe, because after what has happened to all of my previous homes, I am kind of pessimistic about all of the end of hours that we are having right here. But that is alright, it keeps the blood flowing, I guess. So alright, as you may have seen right there, the wall is done, and this wall is going to allow me to just pass through it, and it will not let anyone else in. So that is really cool. And of course no one will notice that this thing is there, because like I said, no one is going to just be running into a wall without knowing that there is something up with that thing. That is why the wall/pillar on that train station in London works that well. I mean, who is going to suspect some random wall for something like that? I mean, no one is just going to take their cart and run into a pillar like that. So I mean, all of those people that work in the wizarding world have got all of their secret and magic stuff figured out really well. But now I am just going to have to perform the same trick, because otherwise I am still going to be eating noobs for breakfast, lunch and dinner. Even though that is for beginners, you do not even know. That was a quote from a song by Donald Glover, aka the Childish Gambino, and he is a cool guy. You will love him if you would have ever seen the show called Community. I mean, it is hilarious, so just watch it if you have not already. But that is enough talking about songs for today, because we still have got a lot of stuff to do. But basically this thing right here, well, this is where the Room of Secrets will be coming. It is going to attach to my house just like any other room would. It is just that no one would expect this room to be there when you are looking from inside of the house. And that is the place where you will be entering the house. It actually just occurred to me that whenever I upload this video, that everyone would be able to see where in God's name that freaking room of mine is. So maybe I should just stop recording right now before I have done too much harm. Well, I guess that we will just figure that out soon, because I probably will upload this video and I am pretty sure that a lot of people would be asking the same questions as I just did. But so basically once I upload this video, then everyone would be able to know exactly how to come into my Room of Secrets without ever trying at all. That is just insane to think about, man. So alright, if I may say so myself, I think that the Room of Secrets, aka the secret room, is coming along pretty nicely. Of course we are just setting up the walls right now, but like Donald Trump says, there is nothing better than a wall. Okay, he did not really say that, but just let me have a moment here, okay? But yeah, even though we are still building the walls so that everything is sturdy in here, it is actually looking pretty nice. So next up will be the roof. We're actually building the house around this secret room, because otherwise you would be able to tell that there is something fishy going on from miles away. So that is not something that I would want to have going on. So I am just going to finish the walls and the insides of the secret room and then move on to the roof and making sure that everything in here looks like it is supposed to be here. So I will have to make sure that everything looks like it is in place, and it should blend in with the environment, and it should blend in with the actual house so that people are not getting suspicious when they end up seeing the house right around here. So actually, if you want to see it from another angle, and I mean a metaphorical angle and not a physical angle, so basically the secret room will be more of a panic room for when the noob hits the fan and everything goes into a state of decay. And since I do not want that to happen with me being in harm's way, I am just making sure that whenever there is a noob around here, I can make sure that I just pop into the Room of Secrets, aka Panic Room, aka Secret Room. I will just be safe there and there will be no harm done to the house. And by the way, you guys might want to help me with these names, because this is getting kind of out of hand. I mean, come on, sub, how bad are you at making up these names? I mean, a secret room that is okay, but when it is also known as a panic room, or it is also known as a freaking room of secrets, well, that is the point of no return. So why do you guys not just come up with a name for this room, and I will see which one I like. So just leave a comment right down in the comments section down below, and with that I will leave you guys. So go watch all my other videos out here on the internet, and maybe I will see you in one of those videos. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I will be back with you in another video. Have a good one.